Okay, people's been asking me about my setup where I shoot critters out my little shack in the back here, right through the window there. And I got millions of acres back there to shoot, so I got targets, and I'll shoot at ground squirrels mostly. And this is my setup. Now I got two cameras on there right now, but I don't have two cameras when I'm actually shooting. That's just for show. Okay, this is the little Sony CyberShot in the back here. It's mounted on a Orion. What's that called? Orion Steady Pix Deluxe. It's about 40 bucks on eBay. So just remember, it's Orion. Just look it up and you can find one. And little CyberShot Sony works real good. Only thing is, when you turn it off, the Sony won't hold the zoom. So when you turn it on, you got to zoom in. Just bring it in. I got it lined up. I see I'm aiming just above that blue bowl down there. That's where I put the cat food to attract them little critters. Okay. Then the camera on top of the scope, that's a little JVC, little cheapo. I get the, see, I'm looking at their little bowl there. So anyway, has a 3:9 variable scope with a Simmons variable scope. Okay, that's a Marlin 22 mag rifle that I use most of the time. But anyway, now that little JVC, it'll hold the zoom. Once you turn it off and turn it back on, it holds the zoom where you left it last. I like that part. And when I go actually out hunting, like squirrel hunting or whatever, this is what I use. I don't use it through the lens because that's kind of inconvenient. It's hard to aim really, and it's too close to your face. But on a shooting stand like this, it works really good. So anyway, I'll turn that one off. Now what I did to mount this JVC is I bought a Weaver base mount, and I sawed it in half and used a Weaver clamp with some thumb screws here to tighten it down on. Let's see if I can set this camera down. I'll show you how it actually comes off of there and everything. You just loosen this thumb screw. There it is. Now, see the bottom, that's just a Weaver mount. Got it on there with a little bolt, same size as your tripod bolt. And I sawed it in half. Sawed it right here. I got two of them now. I got another one just like this with a groove. The groove goes in the back here. That goes down over your screw here in your Weaver mount. And it works real good. Really good. And you can hunt with this on your rifle. And it's not in your way. It's real. All you gotta do is to turn it on, just flip the lid out and it's on, ready to go. And you just worry about looking through the scope. Anyway, I think I've covered it all. And the 22 mag will not hurt these cameras. I've been shooting them on there a long time. And I had a Casio I was mounted in the back here, but I kind of got rid of it. The sound wasn't good. If you was over 3 foot away from it and talking, you couldn't hear nothing. So everything else was great. It was a beautiful picture, high definition and all that. Well, the Sony's high definition too, so it does a good job. And the JVC, I'll tell you, sometimes it looks like HD. But anyway, that's my setup. And if you have any questions, just ask, and I'll try to answer them all. Oh yeah, by the way, now, I think I mentioned it, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But that Weaver scope mount right there is upside down. And I went to a gunsmith and found that little thumb screw. So you don't have to use a tool to take your camera on and off. But that's just a Weaver scope mount turned upside down. And when you take your camera off, be sure and tighten this thumb screw right here. If you don't, you'll lose this whole thing off of there. I did it once. Taught me a lesson. So anyway, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that and explained it. Thanks for watching, guys.